And good morning, Esports! I'm Ovilee, and this is the show where we bring on some of your favorite esports people, and again, people that you've maybe never heard of before. But we bring them on here, friends, family, force them to dance and do embarrassing games, all for our entertainment. And if you are coming back to the show, a longtime viewer, well, welcome back and take a look around, because we are currently in a whole brand new spanking home. This is Feed 247, and we are joining them. It's a brand new channel that just launched today, and it's dedicated to bringing you gaming and esports content 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Here you can find a variety of different streamers, tournaments, variety shows like this one, and a bunch of other really cool stuff. So you know what? To celebrate it, let's get some emotes in the chat. Let me see. Where are the emotes at? Where are the emotes at? I'm not seeing enough emotes. You know what? Here. I got you. I got you, Twitch chat. I got you. Captain Flowers is in the chat looking for the Skarner content. There are no Skarner contents. Boom! We got Crawdaddy gifting subs in the chat. And you know what? I just tried to do mine on my side, and it said that my PayPal got declined. So, that's a little nerve-wracking. But let's go ahead and move on. Everyone spam those emotes, the glebes and the glarbs in the chat. And no, Joey! You don't get your own emote yet. You need to earn it. Joey wants his own emote, but he isn't allowed to have one yet. But cool, before we jump into today's show, let's take some time to catch up on all the fun things that have happened this week. In esports news, Team Liquid is out of play-ins after an almost undefeated run. The team went 4-1 thanks to Impact's World Buff, Core's Rakan, Tactical's sneaky Twitch, and everyone thanking Mr. Broxa. But Jensen, listen, honey. If I catch you greeting for plates one more time, I'm going to fly out to China, quarantine myself for 2 weeks in a hotel just to slap you across your face. So just, play a little bit smarter, honey. I got you. Your Silas wasn't that bad. But listen, all that's left for TLs is to get placed into one of two groups. There's Group A with, who is it, G2 and Machi Esports and Suning. And then there's Group B, the group with Damwon and JDG. We don't want to go there, otherwise TL and all of NA's chances of success dies. Oh, also, Sad Lions became Sadder Lions, and then they got sent home. But real talk for a second. If you are a weeb with money lying around, well, wait a second, are you? No? Weebs don't have money? Well, do you have access to your mother's credit card? Yes? Well, then do I have the game for you? Genshin Impact, the Breath of the Wild lookalike, launched earlier this week, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's also a gacha game. Otakus everywhere are incredibly happy as the game is free to play on the PS4, mobile, and PC right spanking now. Basically, you roam around the world, open world, with an annoying fairy thing, trying to find your lost long sibling, while fighting with elemental husbandos and waifus that you need to shell out hella cash for, in gacha style, of course. Now, only a true degenerate would be playing this game, which is why you can catch me streaming it on my channel sometime next week. Now, speaking of streaming, the Among Us craze is still going strong across Twitch and YouTube, but another game is slowly creeping up on it. Phasmophobia, I pray to God I said that right. Phasmophobia, which also means I'm terrified of ghosts, get the heck away from me, is a brand new multiplayer game where you and your friends hop in a van and then go ghost hunting. Now, the mechanics of this game is actually pretty freaking cool. It uses your open mic system in order to track what you're saying and trigger spooky events like a door opening, a ghost jumping out, and, killing you. And it won't stop until it hears you crying on the other end. Now, big streamers like Offline TV and Soda Poppin' and a couple others have already jumped onto the hype and started playing this game. So I think it's only one big clip away from absolutely soaring in popularity. Now, that was everything that happened in gaming, streaming, esports this week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and meet our first guest of the day. Now, you may know him from his years at the LCS, or by his voice that someone would absolutely cut off a leg for. We've got Rivington Bisland the third for the first cut. Riv, hello! I thought we lost you for a second, and excuse me as I just yell at Joey for a second. Joey! Come on, man! Brand new show, brand new home. I'm trying to impress people, and you're pulling this down. Riv, I apologize for, I don't think...
That's absolutely okay. I'm happy to be here. Good morning. How are you?
I'm so glad. Good morning. I mean, it is kind of morning for you, right? Because you're on the world schedule?
No, I don't have to be on the world schedule this year.
Hold up! You don't have to be on the world schedule this year?
I do not. No. A few weeks ago, I had a talk with the powers that be, managers that work at Riot, and they said, Riv, you won't be doing Worlds this year, so you can focus on Valorant. And I was blown away because having to cast 2 games at the highest caliber is immediate burnout. And I think they recognized that and knew that Valorant is a path that I am very, very passionate about. FPS is how I got into commentary, and I am super happy that they were able to come to that decision because I like working with Riot a lot, and I hope I can keep doing that a bit more for Valorant. So I'm excited. Unfortunately, I'm not casting Worlds. Obviously, there is a bummer factor there, right? But I'm very happy to be able to focus on my roots and getting back to the commentary that kind of got me into it all.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm super happy to hear that for you because I remember when Valorant was just, like the whispers in the hallway of the Riot office building.
Yeah.
You were incredibly hyped about it and you were just like, I'm ready to jump in. And we actually got to work together on the FTW, for the Women's Summer Showdown for Valorant, the Ignition Series event.
That was super fun.
Dude, you popped off. You were phenomenal. So
Thank
you.
It
like, I remember my first time working like a professional League of Legends event and feeling like a little kid and, like a candy store. Did it reignite kind of that new casting feel for you, jumping over to a different game?
It was amazing. Like, the things I was coming up with were so easy to kind of compartmentalize and be like, okay, I want to finish up with that, and I really want to talk about this now. And then I kind of want to add this, but I'm going to hold off and talk about it later. And in League, I would find myself, getting caught in the action, mistiming, trying to prove what I was saying a little too much to verify that people knew I knew, and it became muddled, a very muddled process. And in Valorant, it just feels confident, it feels right. And I can't wait to get back to it.
Dang, I'm excited. So that being said, are there any events that you could kind of tease us on that are happening, I don't know, simultaneously at the same time as Worlds, or maybe a little bit after that?
Yes, I'm confirmed to be able. I don't know if I can name the event, but I'm doing one coming up on the 3rd. It's going to be a fun event. They've probably announced it, but I don't want to. But if you check my Twitter, I'll be tweeting around October 3rd to be with a cat commentating event, or a few days before when we announced the talent for that one. And then First Strike has been announced whenever, and I so want to be a part of that. So maybe First Strike, because that would be amazing. And yeah, hopefully along the way, as long as it's not kind of butting up with anything Worlds, which it shouldn't, that's late at night, but still, I'm not trying to step on any toes. So I will when I can, and I'll keep focusing to just make content whenever possible.
Heck yeah, man. Hell respect for that right there. I can't wait to see you pop off in the Valorant scene, especially since, I've gotten to see you almost from like the beginning as a caster back in like the Freaks Basement, PTL days, and then now you get to make the jump from League over to Valorant, which is super cool to see. But
absolutely.
Here's something though. Riv, I think that you are essentially, now don't take this as an insult, please take no offense, but I see you as like the big papa boomer LCS caster, if I dare may say so myself. Now I'm kind of like
there's a bit of boomage.
There's a little bit of boomage. So to kind of like balance this entire show out, we brought on a ZOOMER guest, and allow me to introduce him, Jake from Overwatch, in the second cup. Jake, I need to confess, I was so close to saying Jake from State Farm. I was so close to saying Jake from State Farm. I was like, Jake from Khakis. Overwatch. But Jake, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Am I a Zoomer? I don't even know what those words mean anymore, to be honest. I always thought
my hair's getting darker.
I do know what TikTok is.
Oh, you're a Zoomer.
I don't have it downloaded, all right? I gotta say my piece.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, hey, tell us a little bit what you've been up to since quarantine started. I mean, I think that this has been a pretty fun year from you. It was earlier this year that you announced that you were going to be casting with Overwatch League a little bit more consistently, full time, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I actually I walked away from my contract to play for the Outlaws, which I could have done this season, but I decided that I wanted to, walk away from playing for a time and cast. And, I think once I started casting, I think I just really, really started to enjoy it more and more and more. And to feel like I'm able to share with the audience perspective of a professional player so that they can understand what a player is thinking and feeling at every moment in the game and understand to some extent the strategy that the players are looking to implement. That I feel more and more is really, really meaningful to me, that I can hopefully make those players feel like their story's being told. So that I think has been an amazing thing for me to be able to do this year. And I'm really excited. I think I've had a lot of fun. And honestly, perfect year to do it, right? With not much else on my plate, especially not leaving the house for any reason.
Yeah, I mean, just as I was thinking of you as a guest and everything, and I'm, compartmentalizing, I'm like, okay, what can we talk about? I'm like, oh yeah, it was maybe like last year or something he announced that he was going to be casting full time, and I went and I looked through the timeline, and I'm like, it was only like 5 months ago. Like, oh my God, what is life right now? But I know that I think that it's really cute that you mentioned, like, yeah, you want to make sure that the player side is told, the player perspective, and I think Riv can attest to this as well. Like, players always give such incredible insight whenever we get them in an interview or whenever we, get them on a desk. So really exciting to see you kind of take that role. But this is the question I have to ask you, Jake. What's more terrifying for you? Playing on stage or talking on stage now?
That's funny, terrifying. I don't know. I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't use that adjective at all. I
Maybe
don't feel
more pressure. More pressure. How about that?
I've just never really been someone who I think what makes me feel really comfortable and confident in both playing professionally and casting is that I don't really feel the pressure. Like I don't think about it really. Like when I'm casting or whatever, it doesn't really occur to me that like it's a broadcast. A lot of people are watching. When I'm playing, I never thought about anything except the game and like trying to win the game. So I think that ability to get like super focused is what like helped me succeed in both careers. It's funny. I just don't really think of, pressure or stress or anything like that in those situations. I don't really feel any of it.
Riv, back me up. Am I the only one who still gets nervous whenever I have to cast or do something?
Not when I cast.
Not when you cast.
No,
Dang,
I get more nervous in like a 1v1.
I'm just here. Listen, I kind of get the nervous feeling of like, I just want to put on a good show. Don't mess up. Don't say a bad word. Don't call Riv Azale. Is that you? Like, or doing something random. But okay, cool. So I guess I'm just the nervous Nancy.
The one time I ever got nervous and literally like just blasted my lines was a WCG event. And they were like, all right, so this is the guy from WCG. Then you're going to announce the VP, the finance guy, and then me. And I went up there and I was like, all right, hey, everybody, thanks for coming out for this WCG tournament, blah, blah, blah. And there was a camera that went boom right in front of me. It turned on its light. And it was like Men in Black. I was out. And the only name I could remember was the fourth guy in line. He said, don't call me first. And I was like, come on up. And as he was walking up, I remembered everybody else's name. But that was like the only time that I really felt like it was just like,
this is the end.
Absolutely nervous. Yep, I was done.
For me, it was the first ever finals that I did. It was in Miami. Remember that small little theater, Jake? It was like, it wasn't huge. It fit maybe like 1,000, 2,000 people in there. And I had to give like the MVP award to Afromoo. And I go walking out there. This is the first time I've been in front of like a big crowd because the LCS arena is small, maybe like 100 or so people. I walk out to the front and I have a little mic on and I'm like, hello, Miami. And everyone's like, ah! I'm like, oh my God. Wow, wow. And then I was able to pick it up and then keep going. But I got back to the control room that was in like a truck. We were in like a mobile truck.
Yeah.
And the writer turns to me, he's like, Ovilee, I just thought it was so cute how you were like, wow, oh my gosh. And I'm like, that was out loud? I'm like, I thought that was in my head, man. It's like, and then I went back and I rewatched it. I'm like, oh no. But listen, I shared my, thoughts, moments from my past and everything. I want to move on and get into some of today's games where we are going to really challenge you in asking for your opinions, your skills, and whatever other random stuff that Tech Goblin Joey put together that I may have forgotten about. So let's go ahead and get into our first game of the day, which is The Chosen One. Alright, in The Chosen One, Riv, you shush as I explain this, despite familiarities. In The Chosen One, I'm going to show you guys a couple options. Could be 2 options, could be 3 options, and you're going to tell me which one you agree with or side with more, better. Yes, that's a perfect way of describing it. Let's go ahead and get the first slide on the screen. Alright guys, everyone's talking about the big consoles right now, PS5 and the Xbox Series X, along with all the digital editions that are coming out. I don't know, Twitter's crazy right now. So which one are you going to buy between the potential 3? Riv, let's start with you.
If I had to buy one.
There's an either option.
Oh, there is! That kid.
There's an either option.
Who wants to identify with that kid?
He's a little too angry because I'd more or less be having my hands on keyboard and mouse and just be playing. But if I did, I am thinking about getting the PS5.
Yeah?
Truth be told, yeah. It's hard for me to be away from my PC and playing things and not be like, I want to check something. So I literally will have to have it right here plugged into this monitor so I can be on my but yeah, I'm never on my a console or my console if I ever have one. So it'll be tough, but probably the PS5. What about you, Jake?
Realistically, I shouldn't buy either because realistically what you're saying is absolutely true. I'm just going to use my PC all the time anyway because keyboard and mouse till I die. But I think I'd have to go PS5 as well. Known PlayStation fanboy, started with the PlayStations growing up, and I think the influence of that is probably just a little too great to get over. Just the throwback.
Dude, honestly, I haven't heard a single person say Xbox. I've seen the list of pre-orders. I already pre-ordered the PS5. I'm on Team PlayStation all the way just because of their exclusive games. And I just don't think Xbox has anything to offer besides their Game Pass, which has a couple games that are great for that monthly fee. But I haven't seen anyone say, yeah, I'm buying the Xbox because I think it's better. No one. I haven't heard anyone. Maybe chat will prove me wrong. Chat can go ahead and drop some information, but just know that you will be wrong, chat, and I will mock you once you've typed out the word Xbox. So let's go ahead and move on to the next slide, as it seems everyone's in agreement for the PS5. What? Who would look better? Jake with Riv's beard, or Riv with Jake's beard? Jake, I mean...
it kind of looked like Alfred from.
Riv at least looks like a human. I'm like a lizard man trying to pretend. Yes, I am like you, fellow humans.
Wait. Oh, I see. Oh, so they just put your smile on me. That's why my cheekbones look. What is this? You got beautiful cheekbones, Riv. You know what? Screw me. I'm going with my beard. It's over there.
Yeah, you're with Jake?
I'm with my beard at least. I know that.
I don't know what's going on with the picture of me here, but I'm solidly with Riv. Clean shaven, man.
You're on Riv's side, the clean shaven Riv?
This is disturbing.
If I had to do the tiebreaker right now, I'm trying to...
Oh my word.
Riv, I can't see you. I can't even see you beardless. I can never see you beardless.
It doesn't look like that.
It doesn't. I just, you know what?
I love these pictures though. They're terrifying. Holy shit. Sorry.
Scrabblezard says, "Oh, this was not a good thing to show up to. Welcome to the stream." Riv, Jake, I'm going to give you each 100
I'm going with the beard. I'm going Jake with Riv.
I know, I'm giving you each 100 points. You guys, just for, putting up with those two pictures that we shown, and I'm removing 300 points from Tech Goblin Joey for creating that.
I am terrified.
I don't know if I can unsee this, honestly. I don't know. Is there a budget? Where's the budget for emotional distress on this show?
You get none. Okay, here's a fun one.
Oh.
In Overwatch, be free to play? Yes or no?
Oh,
Jake?
such an easy yes. Such an easy yes. Like, come on. Go free to play. I mean, they do need to rework the monetization model because it's not really set up to be free to play. But I mean, come on, the game, like every esport is free to play, and like it matters so much for the accessibility of the game. You know, that as many people as possible can play it. And with so many amazing games today being free to play, that Overwatch is an esport at all while costing money is almost ridiculous. It's like, as I understand, I think it's like the only case. And maybe, I mean, besides like sports games or something, but of all the games played competitively, played on broadcast, I think it might be one of the only. Surely it's one of the only ones that cost money. And I just think it'd be amazing to see more players in the player base. You know, more people.
The only ones I can think of are like fighting games, which of course you have to put the money into it.
True.
But I mean, I forgot when they announced Overwatch 2. Did they say that Overwatch would be free to play?
I don't think anything is confirmed really about Overwatch 2 at this point. Besides that it exists.
It's a meme at this point. Overwatch 2 is a meme at this point. But Riv, what about you? What do you think?
I agree. I believe it should be free to play. I think that barrier stops you from one of the kind of coolest feelings of seeing your favorite player and then saying, hey, I'm going to go try that right now. Like, you can't even get that in real sports. I mean, you can if you want to at 2 a.m. watch football reels and then go put your pads on and run drills in the yard. But if I want to watch Faker hit an Orianna shockwave and then go try to hit that in game, I can because it's free. And I think that makes it so accessible, and that draws in so many more people and they would benefit from it.
Yeah. I remember watching, I think it was Wild Turtles Caitlyn, and I'm like, oh my God, he's just got.
Now you want to play Caitlyn.
I'm going to do that. And then I fed, man. So next slide before I relive more traumatic memories of solo queue. What's easier? Oh, this is fun.
Easier.
Casting MOBAs or casting FPS? Riv, I think you have the most experience with this now. Let's hear from you.
All right. I'm going to go with, for me, casting FPS. Because the pacing, the way it ebbs and flows from round to round, the round expectations and action, when to create your story, when to button up your story, and how it can evolve throughout the game can, I think, be more planned out. With League, that's all still there, but there's like so many different things can happen. Everything you bring to the game that might not even happen if there's a fight at the. I just think MOBAs, they have so much every single game that varies that. I just makes it a little bit tougher to cast.
100%. Runes, item builds, everything. FPS, it's, hey, can you click on heads? Yes. Good job. No. Bad job.
Yeah.
Jake, what about you? Have you ever casted any MOBAs?
No, actually. Yeah, I've only casted Overwatch. And I think for me, part of it is like, I feel like casting Overwatch for me feels like from going from being like in-game leader on my previous teams, it's like actually just like easy mode compared to that, where you're trying to like play the game and actually, you know, like do these really difficult things while at the same time thinking about, okay, like what's going to happen next? What do we need to do to win? You know, you just have very little information in an FPS when you're actually playing it, right? Compared to casting, I feel is like, oh, I just see where everyone is and what all their ultimates are and their health and everything. Like, this game is so easy. So for me, it feels like knowing what's going to happen next is like really straightforward when I have all that information casting Overwatch. So I think playing pro kind of is like cheating in terms of preparation for casting. It's like the ultimate preparation. It's like it's kind of part of your job to like predict what happens next as a pro. Like, in order to be a good pro, you need to be able to do that. So I think it's made casting a relatively easy transition.
Yeah, and you know what everyone is like thinking or what they're trying to assemble the game plan in their head as you get the bird's eye view of everything that's happening. So I could definitely see that. Let's get the next slide. Better hero / champion crossover. Junkrat in League or Lucian in Overwatch. And actually, this is kind of interesting because Junkrat, I think, did get a MOBA crossover in Heroes of the Storm before that died, right?
Great MOBA. Really high quality game. Kappa.
Yeah, I think it was like Zarya and Tracer. I don't know. I really liked Heroes of the Dorm because I was huge on the collegiate scene. So I tried to play Heroes of the Storm as much as I could, and I just couldn't. I just kept going back to League, man. But again, getting out of college, better hero champion crossover, Junkrat in League or Lucian in Overwatch. Riv, let's start with you.
Junkrat in League. That'd be sick. I want to throw his Riptire at people. That ultimate down lane would be super fun. Blast pack over walls, lobbing I think like lob bounce auto attacks. If it doesn't hit something first, it hits second target kind of thing. It'd be pretty sweet. I like that. And you got like Trollger over here in Lucian and Overwatch. It's like Tracer Soldier, right? Soldier alt kind of with Tracer movement. So I like Junkrat in League.
He would kind of be like a Ziggs Rammus. What would the cross be? Like
I guess he
Rammus?
would be the ultimate, maybe, if he turns into his ultimate.
That'd be pretty funny.
And he has to put himself in. Then there would be a little bit of return on investment, but also it's scary to use it in just a big group of people kind of thing.
Yeah, terrifying. Jake, what do you think?
I gotta agree. I think Junkrat in the League, you got me convinced. You know, being able to traverse the map with the conks, definitely an interesting mechanic. And I think Overwatch for me right now, I think the most interesting characters are the ones that are like what makes Overwatch such a great FPS to me is the FPS characters that have just never existed in an FPS before. Heroes like Genji and whatnot that just have totally unique mechanics that, as far as I'm aware, have never been seen before in FPS games. So I agree. I think Lucian might end up being just a little bit too boring from an FPS perspective. It's like we already shoot guns at the enemy. Yes, like we have enough of those.
I mean, I'm going to say Junkrat as well, just because I was playing Overwatch for like the first time in years the other day, and I kept calling Lucio Lucian, because every single time you get the Lush, like you're so used to just immediately saying Lucian, and damn it! Just keep trying to keep going. I also kept calling Reaper, but that's another story. Let's get the next slide on here.
Yep.
All right, better cosplay. Now, this happened just a few days ago, and I am loving it. Jake, you need to tell me the story of the individual on the left, because I don't want to mispronounce their name. Gusue? Gusue. I love it. Who's the better cosplayer? Jake.
Wait, all right. If we're going to say who's the better cosplayer, I mean, even I am familiar with Sneaky's fame, so Sneaky's kind of on like a different level. Gusue, he's dipping his toes in the water, and you got to give him a lot of respect for the confidence and the courage and the quality of his execution, to be fair. When I saw him on camera, I was like, wait, what? Who is that? Oh my God, that's an amazing cosplay. But Sneaky, I mean, you got to give this man credit. I mean, he's been doing it for a while, and the quality is incredible. So definitely got to give respect to Sneaky. He's got to be the best pro cosplayer out there.
Riv, I see Riv's raising a glass. Riv?
That's Snacky Rays.
We have Jake, are you familiar with the chatter that we have right here? BZ Land, why was I not considered for this? He tried submitting a picture for the cosplay contest, and I believe he was in like a diva costume. Is that something you would know about? All right,
diva cosplaying. All right, there's maybe some exceptions to this, but I'm sorry. Like, you could just buy the diva bodysuit and like the pistol. There's like two things, It's like probably the most low effort cosplay. I have cosplay diva. My cosplay diva, I mean, put on a small women's diva cosplay for a charity stream. So it's not really, I think, much of a claim to fame. It's not comparison to these guys.
Definitely. Everyone can cosplay diva as I chuck my diva bodysuit in the corner. No, I bought like the Widowmaker leggings at BlizzCon because I'm like, these are sick. And then I never wore them ever again.
They're like purple.
Yeah, they're like purple. I'm like, purple leggings for gaming. I love it. But yeah, I think I told Sneaky this because I interviewed him while he was in like his what was it, Elemental Lux cosplay, and I'm like, dude, it's not fair. Like it's not fair. And I just wanted to shake him, and then his lovely girlfriend who helps put him into the cosplay every single time. I love her. Both of them are fantastic. But let's go. Sneaky gets the win there, and see the next slide.
Hit us.
Better to sleep in.
Ooh.
Pajamas. Or
Ooh.
no. Riv.
Easy. Pajamas.
Pajamas?
All day. All day. Only because of some weird, universal, chemical, astrological, random imbalance. Probably has to do with Pluto being and not being a planet at times of our life. Then
Mercury and retrograde.
If I am not wearing clothes when I sleep, like even just boxers, let's go there. So the mental imagery is upgraded. I sweat. Like, it's cold though. Like, my body gets a light misting of sweat, and then I just ice over. So I wake up almost like feeling hypothermic and sick to my stomach. So if I wear a t-shirt and shorts, I can sleep all night and I won't sweat a bit. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. But pajamas for me.
It's a tough call.
That's fine. But are your pajamas okay? No, you said shirt and like shorts. I was imagining like, have you ever had like the fleecy pajamas where they're like fleece matching pajamas?
You know what? I do, but then you lose them. You're like, oh, the top's gone. Oh, the bottom's gone. Well, now I don't have pajamas anymore, so no.
Oh, sad. Shandircy says, "Wait, people sleep in clothes?" ? Jake, answer the question.
This is a tough one for me. I would say my typical sleep attire, I suppose, is relevant. Disclose my bias before answering the question. Is just like boxers, underwear. So I feel like I'm closer to nothing than like pajamas, like a full pajama suit, like as we're seeing in this picture. That's way too much for me. Like I'm in the opposite of what you described, Riv. I always run hot, so like I'd be sweating up a storm if I were wearing a lot of clothes. So yeah, for me, it's got to be nothing if I have to choose one or the other.
All right, dang, I'm on the side of pajamas then, because I have a dog, and Riv, I don't know, like, if you allow your pets to be on, beds, couches.
No, the door's closed.
No, door's closed?
Door is closed now. Desmo is the most annoying cat at night.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a large dog. Jake saw my little puppy Wuppy during rehearsal and everything. And he will just lie on the bed and get fur everywhere. So I need to put clothes on. Otherwise, I wake up and I just have fur stuck to me. And I'm like, well, okay. I'm a Yeti. But no. All right. Scrabble's Art says naked with only shoes. That's an interesting...
Disturbing.
I slept in my soccer shoes when I was a kid before soccer games, and I got new cleats. I hadn't worn them yet, but I wasn't naked, so I don't know where I was going with that.
But that's cute? ? Because you're a kid and it's like sleeping with your backpack on, like a new
Hell
backpack.
Yeah, there was a soccer tournament the next day, and I got new Adidas Predators.
Yeah.
I was ready to go, baby.
All right, let's go. Next slide. What scene is better at trash talking? Now, I don't mean like, hey, we're gonna beat you. No, we're gonna beat you. I mean trash talking. Like, give me that juicy stuff. Overwatch. You guys
trash? Wait, I have to converse real quick. Did they trash talk over there?
Not that much. I know when I was playing, they made it against the rules to type in the in-game chat. I was doing that a lot. I did it so much that they made it against the rules. Because I was typing like question marks after every kill and stuff like that to tilt the team. It worked pretty well, like teabag. Well, the thing about League is, how do you style on somebody in League? Like in Overwatch, you drop the teabags. I mean, tactical crouching based on a fear of a possible Widowmaker position that you're not ready for. So you need to be crouching to be evasive. So yeah, I mean, like, is there a parallel in League of Legends?
Emotes.
No, emotes, I guess, if you raised an emote, but you really have to like go in on somebody or you're just trolling because you used it, but that's also a mental game. And I only feel like there's like the people that are comfortably sitting with like MVPs in our League scene are the only ones that banter at most. I mean, Evil Geniuses got back into it and everybody kind of followed this year, but I don't like Valve. That's funny banter on Twitter. Oh my word.
Yeah,
the Valorant scene is great.
Yeah, they're great. Freaking Wardell and all those players. They're fantastic. Yeah,
Hayes, Sabrosa, everybody going back and forth with being friends or not friends. I love it. Anyway, we're just a bunch of boomers, all ornery.
Oh no. All right, yeah, I mean, it sounds like LCS then. I mean, we basically only really have double lift, kind of, right? And then that's basically it. But all right, let's move on. Everyone apparently sucks at trash talking. Next slide. Everybody. This is the last slide. Would you rather never hear music again?
Oh my god.
Or never play a video game again?
What?
Like the answer hits you in the face, and you're like, of course. And then the thought hits you, and you're like, wait, of course. No, it's not of course.
Not of course.
So I have to turn the music off in my video games?
All of your music in your games are
like your real life?
Sounds like Breath of the Wild. No piano, just the tweets, birds, and everything.
But it's like all music in your life, right? Like you can't.
All music in the
life. This kind of happened to me when I was playing Mafia the other day, and I was alt-tabbing in and out, and I got back in the game, and there were no sounds but like birds tweeting. So the car wasn't making noise. People walking by weren't making noise. It was very parallel universe, upside down world. Peaceful. It was a little and eerie at the same time, like Calm Before the Storm. Holy crap! Can you sing music? I guess
No music. You will never be, actually, sure, you could, you're tone deaf. You can't hear what you're saying. When you go, you don't hear anything.
But wait,
gut choice, because we gotta move on, Riv.
Yeah,
never play
never
video
hear
game
music.
again. I would never hear music again. I have to play video games.
You gotta prefer video games. I mean, I gotta eat, you know.
Yeah.
All right, that's super fair. And that was our last slide of the chosen one. I think we solved it very well. Hopefully, yes, Riv. Yes, what?
I said okay. That was getting scary. It was like life and death decisions coming.
Yeah, I don't want to think about this anymore.
We ended on that one. I'm stressing out here. We're not even playing Among Us.
No, we aren't. But maybe at the end we'll find out who the imposter is. No, but that was the chosen one. I want to move on to our next game, and this is going to be a fun one, seeing as both of you guys are casters and professionals at your craft. So let's move on to our next game called I'm Ron Burgundy.
Oh damn.
All right, gentlemen, this is going to be a fun one and a new one that we are debuting on Good Morning Esports right now. The game is called I'm Ron Burgundy, ? Now, as everyone knows, a very important part of a caster's job is to be able to read off of a prompter promptly. Yes, I think I used that word correctly. So we are going to be showing you some prompters, and I'm going to have you guys take it away. Are you ready?
Do we go on? Are we just talking over each other? Are we going first, second? What's the MO?
I believe. Are there two parts? I think there's two parts to it, or is it just one at a time? Riv is going first. Riv is going first. Riv, you go first. Let's go.
Prompter me. 3, 2, 1. Let us prompter. And now it's time to preview the hottest movies coming out this summer. The first on our list has been on my radar since it was first announced late last year, and I think it's going to be one of the biggest franchises since Marvel, Lord of the Rings, or Harry Potter. It's called Two Brothers in a Van, and then a meteor hit, and then they ran as fast as they could from a giant cat monsters, and then a giant tornado came, and that's when things got knocked into 12th gear. A Mexican armada shows up with weapons made from tomatoes. You better bet your bottom dollar that these two brothers know how to handle business. An alien invasion tomato monster Mexican armada brothers who are just regular brothers running in a van from an asteroid and all sorts of things. The movie! Hold on, there's more. Old women are coming, and they're also in the movie, and they're gonna come, and they're gonna cross-attack these two brothers. But let's get back to the brothers, because they have a strong bond. You don't want to know about it here, but I'll tell you one thing. The moon comes crashing into the earth, and what do you do then? It's two brothers, and they're called two brothers. Two brothers, it's just called Two Brothers. And I'm Ron Burgundy.
Claps in the chat. Holy crap, Riv, that was actually crazy. You missed like what, maybe one word? That's it?
I think so. Yeah, the in and alien tomatoes.
Oh
right, this will be my first time reading off a prompter. Let's see if I can do it.
Jake, you've never read off a prompter before?
Nope.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
It's okay, I can read really fast.
Hell yeah.
Are you ready then?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, let's roll it.
Hello and welcome to another episode of This Is Our Lives, where we give you the life story of important people that you may or may not care about. Today, we're talking about someone I hope you care about, because we're talking about my life story. Where do I begin? My father was a relentlessly self-improving boulangerie owner from Belgium with a low-grade narcolepsy and a penchant for baguettes. My mother was a 15-year-old French prostitute named Chloe with webbed feet. My father would womanize, he would drink, he would make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark. Sometimes he would accuse chestnuts of being lazy, the sort of general malaise that only the genius possess, and the insane lament. My childhood was typical. Summers in Rangoon, luge lessons. In the spring, we'd make meat helmets. When I was insolent, I was placed in a burlap bag and beaten with reeds. Pretty standard, really. At the age of 12, I received my first scribble. At the age of 14, a Zoroastrian named Vilma ritualistically shaved my testicles. There is nothing like a shorn scrotum. It is breathtaking. I suggest you try it.
What?
Excuse me, Jake, what?
Last few lines snuck right up out of nowhere.
Yes, went from 0 to 100 real quick.
I don't really know if that's appropriate for you to be sharing, Jake. Please try to keep, those thoughts and memories to yourself. I am going to cue up the third and final teleprompter of I'm Ron Burgundy, and this time both of you will be doing it together, so I hope you're ready to synergize.
Oh, is it like a back and forth?
It's like a back and forth. You're gonna see how a prompter works, Jake. Jake, you're gonna learn today. Roll it, Joey.
Hello and welcome to Good Morning Esports. Ovilee was attacked by a bear, so now I'll be your host along with this handsome gentleman, Jake Lyon.
Thanks for welcoming to the show, Rivington Bison III. It's great to be here, and by here I mean in my bedroom, sitting in front of my computer, not wearing any pants.
Very good. Now, before we start the show, we have some messages from our sponsors who have kindly requested that we read them out loud before we get too drunk and can't read the prompter like last time. First up, it's spleen. It's the organ you always forget about. It acts like the blood filter, removing old red blood cells and synthesizes antibodies. It's also purple color, which make it taste better when you remove it from the bodies and your enemies. Roast it over hot coals.
We'd also like to thank Lonnie Johnson, the man who invented the Super Soaker. He's not really a sponsor, but we've been trying to get his attention for years and thought that making him a sponsor on the show would be the best way to do it. Come home, Lonnie. My parents miss you. Riv misses you. Every time he uses a Super Soaker to cover his toes in maple syrup, he thinks of you. His carpet is ruined.
Ruined! Or so you thought, but thanks to our sponsor, the cleanest carpet cleaning cleaners of America, my carpet is looking shinier than ever. Their special formula life stains removes dirt and grease and also has been proven to make you feel dizzy if you inhale too much of it, which lawyers always tell us we're not allowed mentioning on the show.
Then it's a good thing I'm sitting down, isn't it, Riv?
It most certainly is.
Wow, I'm both amazed and incredibly disappointed because I expected both of you to be tripping way more over that. Way more over that. Everyone in chat, drop the emotes, give the round of applause because that was absolutely fantastic coming from both Riv and Jake. Jeez.
Fantastic.
Yeah, everyone in chat is absolutely blown away. Jake, you've never done Prompter before?
Nope, first time.
Dang. So was it weird for you seeing how everything scrolls super fast? Or tell me what it was like doing Prompter for the first time, Jake.
The way of the actual moving words on the screen was a little bit different for me, but I was a debater in high school. I did competitive travel debate, so one of the things that most normal people would never learn to do is to speak incredibly fast, but that was part of the competitive edge back then in debate where, you know, if you can speak faster, you can make more arguments in a 6-minute period, therefore you should speak faster. So that competitive reality created basically people are speaking so fast, like a normal person just can't even understand what they're saying. So that was something I practiced a lot in high school and sort of randomly became useful again. And I switched to being a caster.
Nice. Yeah, I would have loved to, you know, try that out, but they told me I was too dumb to be in the debate team in high school. So let's go on to our next game with caster battles. Ooh. All right, here we go, caster battles. Now, right now we had each of you try out Prompter reads and be professional now, right? Now we are going to test your casting chops. We're going to show you each a clip. So you're going to go one at a time again, just like we just did on our last game. And you're going to have to cast said clip. Are you ready? Riv, we could start with you first yet again.
Sure.
All right.
Roll.
Joey,
what do we got?
Cue it up. Cue it up.
What do we got? Oh, we're just going right away. It's going to be the ginger man with no soul firing back at brunette over here. That's going to be Timmy Tom on the left side. This is Johnny O'Neal over here on the right. Timmy Tom's going to fire one, lofting it up. Johnny O'Neal's able to just keep cracking it across. You see the defense he's putting up. Every time he's got to slice it so high, he's just giving Johnny O'Neal the firing range he needs. He knocked over the wall, ladies and gentlemen. Where are the refs? Where are the guards? They're going out of bounds here. Oh, Timmy Tom puts it in. Johnny O'Neal to the floor, but he's up on his feet. He's on his feet, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny O'Neal, the reigning champ, fires back, but it looks like he's losing ground to Timmy Tom. I can't believe it. Johnny O'Neal puts him on his rear. Oh, Timmy Tom misses it, and Johnny O'Neal keeps the championship ring.
Incredible.
Oh, I feel so bad for the kid now. He's probably just gonna go cry.
I mean, what a defense, though. You got to give it to that guy. Knock it over the wall. And back in the fight.
The wall, man. He was using everything he had.
He took the freaking wall out. Oh my gosh, you saw like the parent on the sideline immediately go like, "Ooh, now you've earned daddy's love," or something like that.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh,
and the
man.
other one disowned. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
All right, I'm scared because I have no idea what I'm about to see.
What, you're scared, Jake?
Yeah, now I'm nervous. This is the nervous feeling.
All right. Yeah, see, I told you it was gonna sneak up on you. Joey, roll the clip.
Squirrel looking evasive right now, moving quickly, man in the black coat. He's got the trash can out, weapon of choice. He's pursuing him down the closet. Squirrel now moving up to the mirror, caught in his own vision here, not sure where to go. Will the trash can be successful? He's moving forward aggressively. Squirrel, you got to move. This is danger zone. Man in the black suit, he's getting very close to the full capture. Squirrel, you're caught behind the mirror. He's moving slowly now, but there we go. The squirrel right out of there, quick as a rocket there, sliding under the door and back through the changing rooms once again. And and the clip is over.
We don't know what happened to the squirrel.
There's no resolution. This is like a Tarkovsky film.
Oh.
What do you think happened to the squirrel? Give us your analysis to what happened as soon as the camera was shut off.
I think the squirrel escaped that one. The man in the black suit was being way too slow with the trash can. You need to make aggressive plays. You know, you gotta get in there. You know, spin it to win it.
Man, my heart goes out for the squirrel now. My heart goes out to the squirrel and then the boy who lost at ping pong even after taking a literal wall to the face. But gentlemen, I now have a final clip for both of you to cast together. This is going to be fun. It's a little League of Legends / Valorant / Overwatch casting duo trio. Maybe Riv has like 2 split personalities, 1 League, 1 Valorant now.
Let's test our synergy, Riv.
Let's do it. Test out this synergy right here, right now, with our final clip. Gentlemen, take it away together.
Oh, snap. We're starting here, Jake. It's going to be the run of the Bulls, and they are running for their lives.
Yeah, we've got the gentleman in white here off to the side. Bulls now pushing forward, plowing them off the street. You can see they're making great movement as a pack here, rounding the corner. That's a great turn.
You never really see them stick together like this in many years before, Jake. They always seem to split up a little bit, but they're learning. Each and every tournament, every run, they're getting better.
Yeah, team leader in the front there. He's looking strong, making sure the pack is tight. And that's what it's all about here at the highest level of play.
Oh, you can see that. Almost gored a little bit. Got his calf from the calf, if you know what I mean. And it looks like they're going to end it there because just too much more happened. We saw it when we were there.
We can't show that to the kids on daytime TV, Riv.
Did the horn go up that guy's leg?
Yeah,
I think it kind of went inside his calf a little bit.
People get severely hurt in that.
Went ahead and tickled the tibia.
Oh my god, that's intense. Dang, I've only seen that stuff in like cartoons and stuff. I don't know if I like that, but I do know that I really liked your casting. So congratulations on the casting again. Twitch dropped the new emotes. We know we gifted subs to you. You have emotes now. Show them. Use them. But gentlemen, congratulations on the casting. Now let's move on to our final game of the day. We made you,
I'm enjoying these games.
A little
Let's
bit.
do a few more. I'm ready.
Yeah, well, Joey, make more games. Riv wants more. Joey, I don't care if you work
back into the salt mines, Joey.
It's a good
Keep
yellow
going.
name, by the way.
You what?
Joey.
No.
Crumbs and I used to yell Joey, that guy in Academy. I think it's CLG. Yeah.
The one who subbed in for Ole? Joey?
Joey! Yeah.
Joey!
Yeah.
All right. Next game, we're going to make you use your brains this time, though. Then we'll see if you want more of these games. Let's roll it up. Bring up 200 IQ. All right, in 200 IQ, pretty simple. Both of you guys, right now, you're dum-dums. You start with absolutely 0 IQ points. None. Nada. Zip. Zilch. I was trying to think of another way to say 0 in a different language, and I couldn't think of any. So I'm just going to go like this. 0.
None.
0.
All right, we're going to have 10 questions. Each of those are worth 20 IQ points each. Hopefully you could get all 10 right and build up to those 200 IQ points. That's right, I just did math. Are you ready? I'm going to ask the question and then just yell the answer as soon as you hear it or see it. We good?
Good.
We good. Bring up the first question, Joey.
Oh, we're reading.
What does wubba lubba dub dub mean? Is it A, a traditional greeting people use in bird world? B, I am in great pain, please help me? Or C,
let's party, bitches!
Riv says C. Jake?
I'm gonna go with I am in great pain, please help me.
And that is correct. B, I am in great pain, please help me. You know this when Bird Person teaches Morty the true meaning of the catchphrase after they had a little bit of a tussle, a little bit of a fight. Good job, Jake.
Do we need to wait for you to read, or can we just interrupt you?
No, you just interrupt.
Oh, if you see it,
okay.
Yell it out, honey.
Okay.
Yell it out. If I'm slow, doesn't mean I should be holding you back. Let's get the next question on the board. What game is so popular in Japan that it has to be released on Saturdays to prevent school truancy? So, being late and stuff, not showing up. A, Final Fantasy. B, Pokemon. Or C,
Final Fantasy.
Dragon Quest. Jake says Final Fantasy. Riv?
Pokemon?
Gentlemen, the answer is C, Dragon Quest. Have you never played Dragon Quest?
I don't even know what that is.
I probably should have said that if it said Pokemon Go, but I actually wanted to say C at first because it only said Pokemon, and I should have went with that instinct.
Nah, man, Dragon Quest is huge in Japan. It's really fun. It's like a
Well, at least we don't get
JRPG
negative
essentially.
IQ.
Yeah, it's great. Well, you know, we don't know about that just yet. Let's get question number 3 up there. What has worse reviews on Google? Is it A, the Pacific Ocean, B, the Mediterranean Sea, or C,
The Pacific Ocean.
The Atlantic Ocean. I hope people have good taste.
It is C, the Atlantic Ocean. I have
Damn
no
it.
idea why. I have no idea why.
Pacific Ocean is the superior of the two. If you're gonna go, you know, head to head, East Coast, West Coast, it's very clear.
Well,
Probably because doesn't the Atlantic Ocean have the, I guess not in it, but below it is the whole island of plastic crap.
Yeah, it's just cold, you know. I think that's the. Well, you got the Gulf of Mexico. You know, you got.
Yeah.
I guess that's not so bad, but I don't know if you. I mean, I guess that is the Atlantic Ocean, right? But it kind of sucks. You ever been to Texas? You know. Hope you like the taste of gasoline
Who goes
in
to
your
the
mouth.
Atlantic Ocean anyways? Are these real reviews or are they fraudulent? If somebody just like, you know what, I'm pissed at the Atlantic Ocean today, I'm gonna write that mother a review.
Atlantic-
Also, where do you write a review for the Atlantic Ocean?
the Atlantic
sorry.
Ocean has been rated 3.9 stars on Google Maps.
Review Atlantic.
I don't know why. It has
Ocean.
5,000 reviews, and it's been given 3.9 stars. I don't know why.
57. Oh wait,
It's a thing. Question number 4. Question number 4.
I have no IQ
Overwatch
yet.
was based on what canceled Blizzard game? Is it A,
Titan.
Jake's
I don't-
right, it's A, Titan.
This one's a little bit easy for me.
Oh damn it!
Some questions may lean a little bit towards one person or the other.
Okay, let's see if I can get any League of Legends questions.
5. Question number 5.
Let's go.
The earliest known video game competition took place at Stanford in
Pac-Man.
1972. With what game? Was it A, Space Invaders?
Pac-Man.
I'm gonna go Space Invaders because
Was Space
that's not
Invaders.
what you said. And I'm second.
Fuck. I think it was. Maybe it was Pac-Man. Was I right?
It's Space War, gentlemen.
Oh,
Oh damn it all!
War.
Mother doo-doo rabbit hairs.
Word Break
train.
out those casting word fillers or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I say
I
that
don't know.
one before each cast.
Yeah, I say poo poo doo doo sometimes, but it's difficult to work that into an interview. Question number 6. When is Freak's birthday? Freak, the famous LCS caster. Is it A, March 15th, B, March 16th, or C, March 17th?
Oh god, I've worked with him for 10 years. Oh wait,
the answers are so hard. Right next to each
I want to. Oh.
Jake, you could just guess.
I think it's 3 days before my dad's birthday on March 16th. B.
Jake, did you say an answer?
Not yet, because I was waiting for him to hopefully get it wrong. So I'm gonna say March 15th.
It's the 16th. Really?
Yes,
Right, right. He knows
Totally,
his
just a
friend.
little bit.
I don't even know
a good
who this
friend.
person is.
No,
but
I've
yeah,
blocked
He's a
it
good
out for
friend.
so many years. I got some IQ and I got it from David Turkey.
Oh, good old turkey. All right. Question number 7. Who is Reinhardt's favorite musical act? Is it A,
David Hasselhoff.
Yeah,
Jake's got it. It's David Hasselhoff. What's the story behind this?
There's a voice line, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay, that's cute. Bring up 8. By the way, I love Reinhardt's voice actor. He's freaking phenomenal.
Absolutely love him.
What is the most expensive thing ever made? Is it A, the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor? B,
wait, it's a Large Hadron Collider.
both of you guys said that at the same time. Large
Yeah.
Hadron Collider?
Yeah. They can rip a fucking. Oh my god, I'm so sorry I used the F word.
Well, I didn't hear anything. Jake, did you hear anything?
Nope.
No?
Nope. I'm just went suddenly deaf, and now it's back now.
actually-
We're cool.
Actually, I'm hearing that both of you are wrong. It's B, the International Space Station. Come on, guys, it's in space.
Why? Because they keep adding money to it?
I don't know. It's just expensive. Things in space are expensive.
That makes sense.
Yeah, think about it. Just think about it. I don't know why it's so expensive.
Probably because
and
it counts the
crazy.
cost of getting it there, right?
True,
I was
but
so
otherwise,
passionate
free
about the
real
Hadron
estate.
Collider that it was going to create a black hole. I said the F word. I'm sorry.
Question number 9. Who was the first League of Legends champion ever created? Was it A, Teemo, B. Garen, or C. Singed?
Garen.
Riv?
Singed.
It's Singed. C. Singed. Absolutely correct. And Jake, I'm going to let you know because I know you're not familiar with League of Legends. Never chase him. Never chase Singed.
Never chase Singed. Well, you know, that'll be tough advice for me to follow because I couldn't pick him out of a lineup. So.
That's difficult for you. Just keep that knowledge with you. All right. And question number 10. Of course, question number 10 is always my favorite because it always has to do with me. So, what is Ovilee's favorite type of potato?
A russet potato. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Is it A, hash browns, B, tater tots, or C, baked?
Tater tot.
Gentlemen, it's hash browns. Hash browns are always the clear answer. Always the clear answer.
Tater tots are they're like hash browns-ish. They're like shaped hash browns.
Yeah. No, you eat hash browns when we're at the LCS studio at Craft.
That's because they never have hash browns.
Yeah. Nope, they don't.
See, if they had hash browns, would have been much, much, much better. But good job. That was 200 IQ. You guys both get points. And Riv, I know you wanted to play more games, but unfortunately, we only have one left, and I actually hate it. So let's just chat. Let's just get it over with. Bring up Survivor.
Let's go!
Alright, so the way that Survivor works is one of us is going to get voted off. You guys get to choose who gets voted off by spamming the person's name. Usually it's me, and I get very sad. But you guys can also take this opportunity to talk about whatever is coming up next for you, plug your channels, plug whatever events you're doing. Guys, I was super excited to be on Feed for the first time. I really loved this entire experience. I think this is a great new home for the show. And I'm very, very happy to have spent it all with you, and especially Riv and Jake. So this is actually the longest that I've been able to stay on the show.
And she's gone. I actually think that was executed a little earlier. And you should also just favor the boomer because I'm older. It's getting stressful being kicked off. There's a lot of resources on the island.
It's tired. He's got to go to bed. You're doing him a favor. You're doing him a favor, all right? Bedtime's coming up real soon. It's 8 p.m. here on the West Coast. You know, bed by 8:30 or breakfast going to be all messed up tomorrow. I know how it works, Riv. Don't worry. It's okay. That's all right. I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you.
I hear you.
They're thoughtful as well. That's why I know they're gonna keep me on to finish and close out the show.
I don't. Oh, look! It looks like I have been victorious, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna take this quick moment to say thank you very much for kicking them both off. I know they can swim. It's fine. They'll be back. Ovilee will be back to host the next show, and it has been amazing here on the GME and Feed 24. I think this is now my time to say it's time for you to go home as well. I'm going to take that time to now go get myself some food, some snacks, and have a great night. You should too. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and they'll see you next time on GME.